cinema and web series and on other OTT platform series or anything. So where do documentary films find its place and find its audience, and what's the how it can be reached to the people? So I mean,
if I was to rephrase your question, you're saying there are these documentaries being made, but because unless they come on OTT, where does the common man see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not for them to answer this question, but you have some thoughts on this? Yeah.
I think you have hit upon one of the biggest challenges for all documentary filmmakers in India, that is distribution. You see places like Netflix or Amazon or some of the OTT platforms, they want to show a particular kind of films which they call a documentary film. And most of the films that people, all four of us who are sitting there here, make are somewhere we are trying to challenge something, some kind of a status quo. We are not giving in to like the demand of what you want, kind of a thing. It's not a burger, it's not a pizza that we are serving. So most of the time the OTTs find it difficult to take us. So what happens is that we reach out to our audiences through festivals like this. We did have a fantastic documentary festival in Mumbai, which unfortunately I don't know what's happening with it right now.
It's happening this year.
It's happening, but I'm quite sure it will be heavily censored. In the present context that we are in, so the only way is to word of mouth with friends and people who are our allies in kind of showing the films in different way. But I hope, like Sandhya was talking about, I know that there is so much of money that is available in India, and we are supposed to be doing so well economically, and we are in a city which is with so many startups and lot of millions of billions of dollars we hear. But there would be nice that if some of the people can think of some kind of an alternative distribution ways where we can explore how to show different kinds of films, because these films are very important. You see, if you look at the body of work of Anand Patwardhan today, Anand Patwardhan's body of work, you might agree with it, you might disagree with it, but you can't ignore it because it kind of chronicles Indian history in a certain way. The same way, if you look at Fred Wiseman's work in the US context, it chronicles US history in a certain way. Documentary filmmakers are mirrors in a way, and that work needs to be preserved. And as Vinod said, it's unfortunate that our documentary works get lost, and someday there will be a fire or hard disk crash, and in that crash the work, half of the work will disappear. But this is the sad reality.
Also, there used to be a time when television showed documentary films. Yeah. Doordarshan, I think, maybe still shows. And 3 of my films showed on NDTV. And I was surprised by the kind of response I got from people, even outside India, who'd watched it like online on NDTV. And now that's also gone. So really, I mean, if we can, if the government had a little bit more opened its eyes to see that the fact that there are so many people who want to watch documentaries. Yeah, but the answer is dismal. We don't have a positive answer.
One last question. So, for young documentary filmmaker, so what advice can you give? Because I have heard some people saying nowadays the Netflix documentary what we are seeing, so that's the best pattern for market. But what is the documentary and how documentary film should be made for youngsters? I mean, what advice can you give?
Can we just hold on to answering that, because I think that similar questions might come up. We'll answer them together. Yeah. I saw a hand. Somebody's yeah.
Myself Taman. In CBFC censor, the movies with 90 minutes and they will give a documentary category. So what is the difference between these kind of like documentaries and feature film with documentary concept?
I didn't get the question.
No, so all our films actually feature documentaries, because if it's over 70-75 minutes, it's called feature. But feature